figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore Ravens taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all-division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask, January 7th, is it too late to say it? We're kind of right on the borderline, aren't we, about Happy New Year? Because that always seems to be the subject of debate.
Looking to throw right away, Pickett. And his first pass is incomplete. George Pickens is intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number one overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, coming off a surprising Pro Bowl season, fourth-year pro out of Utah, Tyler Snoop Huntley.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Huntley, that is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Pickett sets up play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's going deep for Bateman. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Huntley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a first down carry for Harris. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now 2nd and 3. Pickett back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Firing quickly, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. Forced out to his left. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Huntley off of play action toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw, Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Harris running straight ahead. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance.
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. Huntley to throw. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Off play action. Pickett. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. Pickett now from the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow on target repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. The Texans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Steps away to his left. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Huntley looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Huntley from 17 yards out. And the Ravens just continue to roll.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left. And he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, Parker, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They toss it to Warren. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken at the 37. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Alex Highsmith, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Huntley. That's going deep for Bateman. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Huntley to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Huntley. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman from 13 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Pickett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Steps her, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Huntley out to his left. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd and long for Pickett.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Huntley.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Huntley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers ready for their next possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Warren will try the right side.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Pickett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
The Baltimore Ravens
Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Looking to throw. Huntley forced out to his left. And he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back to throw. Huntley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Pickett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Huntley. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Alex Highsmith
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
On 3rd and long, here's Huntley.
Rolling to his left.
That's going deep for Bateman.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
high in the air to bring it in.
And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Pickett right back to the air again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. High throw, but the catch is made. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter.
and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again. And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
He finds Pickens over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One final shot for Pickett. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss. A perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly,